I'm not going to lie to you, there's a horrible realisation that Spurs might win a title before I do. It's not great. But they're not making a trip to the new camp, not today, next episode. And they're also not in the Carabao Cup final. So, who needs the league? Honestly, who needs it? City are going to win it anyway, what's the point? Yep, the Spurs train, well, it doesn't roll on. They are second behind City, who now have just suddenly hit form out of nowhere, like they always do. It's a very familiar feeling, and you can tell we've kind of fallen a few more points behind. Do you know why? Because we lost to Everton after we lost to City. The classic FM, oh, you lost a game, bang, have another one straight afterwards. In a game we dominated as well. Very disappointing. We did have a bounce back and beat Huddersfield 5-1. And Reading 3-1, so not too bad. And today that's put us in good stead ahead of playing Barcelona in the first leg of our Champions League knockout round. That is at the Emirates. And then we play Huddersfield again, but in the Carabao Cup final. So we could end the day with some silverware, our first of the season, and it would make me feel a lot better. But today is the big one. For those of you wondering how Barcelona have done so far in the save, Valverde is still there. Is that his name? Yeah, it is, Ernesto Valverde. Ruben Neves is there. Ter Stegen's still there. They've got a lot of good players. They've got Ryan Cherokee, or Cherokee, whichever you prefer. He looks, yeah, pretty decent, to be fair, as their best player on the left wing. They've got a young player here called Pedro Fernandez. He doesn't look brilliant, but he doesn't look terrible. But the big man here is, of course, Gabriel Santos Silva, who we let go. I touched on him in the stream, and oi oi. Yeah, he's phenomenal now, and he's got 20 goals in 31 appearances this year, as well as having 3 assists. So the one that got away probably is the best way of putting it, but that's not going to deter me. We played against him at Chelsea. He didn't score against us then. I don't think he's going to score today. He's probably going to score today. Ultimately today, a clean sheet would be ideal, but more importantly, I want to go and win the game. Barcelona have never been known for being defensively brilliant, and I am counting on that today. And fortunately, we do have our first team lineup out. Donnarumma's in goal, Hernandez, De Ligt, Luca and Jones make up the back four. Englet and Bentley are in the middle. Raheem Sterling, Amala and Gonzalez are in the middle, with Ablas up front. So the league takes a bit of a backseat today, and I won't lie, I'm a little bit annoyed with how it's gone. Not in terms of us winning anything, I'm happy about that. I'm more annoyed about the fact that we lost to Everton. That's pissed me off a little bit, and we need to get back on it today. And Gabriel Santos was on the right. Of course, I forgot the main man now for them. Oh, Fabio, don't do it to me, mate. Don't do it to me. We sold him for £67 million. Like I say, I expect nothing but a win from this match. Only Matthias de Ligt has reacted well to that. Unfortunately, he is our captain, so hopefully he can drag the team through, and I need him to play well against Fabio today. Right, away we go at the Emirates. It is a massive, massive game, and probably the hardest knockout round we've had in the Champions League this early on in all the seasons we've been in it. This is definitely the hardest, but I think we can get through here. I'm relatively confident. I know it sounds weird, but we always seem to turn it on in the Champions League, and I don't know why until we play Liverpool in the semi-finals. Hernandez to Bentley. Bentley's drifting inside, back heels at Raheem Sterling, and we're 1-0 up already within 2 minutes, and Raheem Sterling gets his 13th goal of the season. At the ripe old age of 32, he is as good now as he has ever been. Get in. Lovely build-up here, I have to say. We kind of gotten boxed in. Bentley here, lovely little back heel. Sterling takes one touch to get out of his feet. Ter Stegen's not even looking the right way. It's a great finish. Big game, big player. Beaut! Obviously got Ruben Neves, got Sander Berg. Wobler is quite a good defender, but ultimately, I think almost player for player, we're nearly as good as they are. Not... Oh my god, you are! I mean, this save at the moment, it could not be making life any harder for me. They've scored in the most remarkable way. I mean, this is... What's the point? Honestly, what's the point? If any of you have seen the most recent episodes, like, what's the point? I can't do anything about that. I literally can't. We've been in complete control of the game. Absolutely fine. Been a brilliant first opening 20 minutes. And then you just can't accommodate for that. Fabio Silva scored. Brilliant. 2 away goals. Brilliant. Fabio there. I knew he'd come back to bite me in the ass. I knew it. I'm annoyed that he's won the header there ahead of Delit. He was, of course, playing at 6.3. My captain, big game player, playing terribly. I cannot believe it. And suddenly, in the space of 2 minutes, the game is literally just flipped on its head. The set piece, again, we've been going for it all year. We've been shit at set pieces all year, but the first goal has just done my nut in. I can understand why that would suck the confidence out of you. And Lucas Hernandez, £120 million, absolutely wasted as it stands. Absolutely wasted. And Delit is doing my nut in. How can you play like that, mate? I'm going to get aggressive. Come on, lads. For God's sake, get off, Matthias. Get out of my face. You're not going to turn up, mate. You can piss off. Get out. On comes Moasia. To be fair, Luca and Moasia have played really well together. And when they have played, I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. I don't know what more I have to do in the save to get somewhere. I can't do any more than what I've done in the save. I can't assemble a better team. We can't play any better, and every time we're doing fine, we just get shafted in new and improved ways, and it's doing my absolute head in. It just feels unfair. It feels really unfair. I don't like whinging, but I just feel like it wouldn't matter what I did, we'd get shafted. And Gonzalez looks, though, like he's won us a pen, which is good. Come on. If we can get to 2-2, great. I did say I don't think Barcelona defensively will be very good, but I didn't expect us to concede 2, and especially not in the manner that we have. Thiago Almada steps up. 2-2, get in. Right, we need to beat them out 4-2 or something now. We need to thump them here, because 2 away goals is a big, big thing in the Champions League. I hate the away goals rule. It's a nonsense rule. Almada drills it into the far corner, gets in. And yeah, some of the players are angry and wound up. Hernandez is angry. I like that. I'm not going to hold it against any of the guys here. We've actually played quite well. You know, we're dominating the game at home. We're playing really well. Just been done by some shite, as always. I'm going to take Engler off because I know he's probably going to get himself sent off. I'm going to bring on Lucas Torreira, and that's the only change for the time being. It's been a very quick-flying game, to be fair. It's been quite action-packed, but at the same time, like every highlight that's kind of happened, something's actually come of it. Do you know what I mean? It's not been one of those where you get loads of nonsense highlights that you don't really care about too much. And we've got less than 10 minutes to go in this game to win something. I'm going to go attacking for the last 5-6 minutes. Let's just go attacking. Let's go for it, boys. Try and get that winner. We can push a winner here. It means I can go and camp out of the Camp Nou and hit them on the break. 4 minutes of add-on time. I can't see us doing anything here. I can't see it changing. And we're going to take a 4. I can't believe we've not won this. Look at those stats there. Can't believe we've not won this. That goal there has pissed me right off. They're 2 chances and they scored both of them. To be fair, all we did too. I'm going to say you've done brilliantly to come back and salvage a draw, because to be fair to the boys, did nothing wrong. Dominated the game, better team, done by some shite, which just sounds like the series as a whole. And Lucas Hernandez is going to be sitting at the Barcelona clash. Well, that's good, because Kieran Tierney can come in and play anyway. But now, at least all eyes can turn to a Carabao Cup final against Huddersfield, which is a game I expect us to win. And win well. It's doing that thing to me again though. I said, oh, this is the final season. Part of me is thinking, one more year, you know. One more year. And maybe. Because this is the first year I felt that we've kind of posed a real threat. And we've had a really good run. And there's actually some mental resilience in the team. We don't have the best record against Huddersfield, to be fair. That game we played off camera is probably the first time we've given them a proper pumping, to be fair. So this isn't going to be as foregone as I think we all think it is. I hope it is. That'd be wonderful. But I can't exactly see that being the case. I'm going to go with the same team that lined up against Barcelona. None of them did anything particularly wrong. I think we were all very, very good. If we play like that again, we should smash them. There's no getting away from it. We should win this game. I'm going to passionately say, these fans have been fantastic. They're the ones that pay your wages. Go out there, win the trophy. you just don't care, do you? Just none of you care. Not even Simba Bentley, homegrown lad. Even Simba doesn't care, which is baffling. Absolutely baffling. Right, first highlight of the Carabao Cup. Away we go. God, I could do with a win today just to get a bit of silverware. That would be our 4th piece of silverware under my regime. Regime makes it sound like it's some sort of... Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Sasha Ablas had scored. We're 1-0 up within a minute. Hand us the trophy now, please. Come on. God, the commentating today, though, I've not really had a chance to commentate. Every time I kind of, like, want to commentate on something happens in the game and I'm not actually talking about it. That's a great finish from Abbas. He reads the Sterling shot and just places it in the back of the net. It's a wonderful finish. Oh, this is nice. I could do with just really, really thumping someone after that Barcelona game. There's a lot of anger that needs to be taken out. I'm not actually worried about the Barce. Well, I'm not worried about the Barce game right now because I'm not playing it. I'm worried about this game. But going to the new camp, I'm a little bit alright because I think there was enough in that game there to show me that we can beat them. We can go toe-to-toe with Barcelona. They only know how to play one way. We can go toe-to-toe with them and we can get a result out there. Of that I am 100% sure. We are more than capable of going to a big team and winning away from home now. I feel that. 30 minutes in, this is the first highlight since the goal, so I'm hoping that we can get this to 2-0, kind of wrap the game up as it were, and Lucas needs to be playing better. So what's he got in his locker here? That's a decent ball to Simba. Simba to Engler. I can see the ball out to the right wing. He's found Chris Jones, now rated at 3.5 stars. He whips in. Ablas heads over the bar. Sasha's been right back amongst the goals recently, fresh off a hat-trick in the game before the Barcelona one. Good to see he went completely missing in that game as well. That was... I forgot about that. You knob. Absolute knob. Again, not been the most exciting of games. We're just sort of ticking along nicely, but not really having to get out of second gear. I'd feel a lot better if we could just get a second, wrap the game up, and then I can start thinking about sort of resting players up. And there is a highlight here just before half time. Jones throws the ball into Almada. Almada to Gonzalez. Lovely touch. Lucy Gonzalez. Gonzalez. How has he not scored there? How is it? What is he doing there? That was the actual highlight. Bloody hell, that was poor. 1-0 at the break. We've been very much in control, but been very, very wasteful as well. So make sure we see things out. We have our hands on that trophy at the end. I guess I'm happy with your defensive work. But not too happy with the midfield. Give them a little bit of faith. They are better than what they're showing. That much is 100% sure. Sterling, Luca, Engler. We've moved the ball nicely here across the pitch. Yeah, Gonzalez is in absolutely loads of room. Go on, mate. Whip this in. Gonzalez to Ablas. It's 2. Sasha Ablas turns up in finally a big game. He gets 2 goals today, and you'd like to think that that is probably the game done and dusted. Good play here. We shift it around nicely. They love back heels for days at the moment. Amada finds Gonzalez. He finds Ablas in the middle. Lovely chip ball. And Ablas's left foot is like a wand. He smashes in the volley. Get in! This is all going towards the kind of development of these players. I think that's what I'm suddenly quite happy about. It feels like the players that I've bought are finally beginning to reach some of their potential. And I can finally see some serious improvement in the players, which is always nice to see. This is the team. I've been building towards this for a while, and that would mean that we've won 2 out of the 5 domestic cups so far in the last couple of years, which isn't too bad. We won the FA Cup last year. To win this, we are still in the FA Cup, and obviously we're still in the Premier League as well in terms of the title chase. It'd be nice to see if we can maybe do at least a domestic double. I think it would be quite nice, as Greg doesn't win his header there, and we're so far forward. Even though I've gone to balanced, everyone's forward, which makes no sense. Gazmi is running in. Gazmi hits it. Great save by Donnarumma. Good play there by Lucas Hernandez to mop up. Only chance they've had all day. And you can tell that we've been very wasteful of our shots. We've had the same amount of shots on target as they have. We've just been a little bit more clinical. But not really creative enough for my liking. It feels like we're stumbling a little bit here. And I'm not sure how to arrest that. I'm hoping we can give Birmingham a bit of a hiding in the FA Cup. And then pick it back up in the league again. But there you go, we have won the Carabao Cup. Muted celebrations, mainly because it's Huddersfield. I think we all kind of expected that we were going to win this game. But you got to beat what's put in front of you. I'm pretty happy. I'm just said to the boys, well done, but don't get complacent. We got to go again. Very, very good. Ablas at the double. Another trophy in the bank. Lampard's beaten. That always makes me happy. Right, in that case, you know where we're coming back. It's got to be for the second leg of the Barcelona game. And we're also going to make a trip to Turf Moor before that. Couldn't get much different, could you? Turf Moor, new camp. Do you know what I mean? Like, what an oxymoronic kind of, like, bunch of fixtures that is. And what a word from me. Very, very pleased with that. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the cup win. We don't have many of them, so it's always nice to get another one under the belt. If you have enjoyed the episode, of course, please do like, share, and subscribe. You're not going to want to miss the next episode where we go back to the new camp to take on Barcelona. Can we make it through? Let me know what you think in the comment section. How do we approach it? Do I go for them? I think we should. Until I see you in the next episode, stay cool.